Viewers, the match between India and Pakistan on October 14th at the World Cup tournament ended with a resounding victory for India. We won by 7 wickets. The aftermath of the game was marred by controversy as the focus shifted from the thrilling match to Jai Shri Ram slogans that were raised to cheer Team India. These slogans were chanted when Pakistani cricketer Mohammad Rizwan was leaving the field after being dismissed. First, listening to what happened then.
Jai Shri Ram, 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 Jai Shri Ram.
The Danish Kaneria, a former cricketer from Pakistan, a Hindu cricketer, in an exclusive interview with Times Now, spoke about this controversy, questioned why there was an issue in chanting Jai Shri Ram. He said this is a greeting. He did not stop there. Kaneria proceeded to reveal that he faced daily discrimination from his fellow teammates while representing Pakistan. He even admitted that if he had converted to Islam, he believes he would have been named the captain of the Pakistani cricket team.
Incidentally, you said that it's a greeting, but here there's been criticism from some quarters, even in India, about Jai Shri Ram slogans being raised in front of Pakistan cricketers, especially during the India-Pakistan match that took place in Ahmedabad. इसको आप किस रूप से देखते हैं, क्योंकि ये भी कहा जा रहा है कि दिल दिल पाकिस्तान प्ले नहीं हुआ था, इस तरह के भी आरोप हैं, आप कैसे देखते हैं इसे?
यार मैं तो ये आरोप को बहुत ही, कोई लोग ये बात कर रहे हैं तो दे आर नॉनसेंस और उनके पास वो एजुकेशन नहीं है। पहले जय श्री राम का मतलब है वेलकम करना, आपको वेलकम कर रहे हैं। आप जब इंडिया की सरजमीन पे पहुंचे वर्ल्ड कप खेलने, आपका स्वागत के साथ जबरदस्त तरीके से किया गया पाकिस्तान टीम का। वो कोई बात नहीं करता है कि वहां पर भी जब हम बायलैटरल सीरीज करते, जब इंडिया पाकिस्तान आई थी तो हमारे कुछ ग्राउंड के करीब में मस्जिदें हैं, वहां पर अजान होती थी, रिस्पेक्ट वो भी करते, हम भी करते, हम सब रिस्पेक्ट करते। तो इसके अंदर ये गलत बात क्या हो गया? अगर दिल दिल पाकिस्तान पे क्यों सुनना है? मतलब कोच साहब दिल दिल पाकिस्तान सुनेंगे तो उनको जज्बा मिलेगा, भाई तू कोच है या तू डीजे है, पहले तो ये बता दे। मतलब ये सारी बातें करके मुझे तो वो बस अटेंशन अपना मांगते हैं कि हमारा अटेंशन बना रहे, हमारी दुकान चमकी रहे और हम जो है ट्रोल होते रहे, ये होते रहे। मेरे ख्याल से ये चीजें के ऊपर तो मैं नहीं समझता हूँ कि यार पहले भी हम आए खेलने, हम भी खेलते थे, सब कुछ होता था, तो इसमें कोई गलत नहीं है। और कोई मतलब स्लोगन तो सब जगह होते हैं, सब जगह लगते हैं, इट्स ओके। You are a professional, you cope with that, you play with that, you take that pressure if you have that pressure. लेकिन इसमें बात क्या करने वाली हो गई कि यार जय श्री राम हम नारे लग रहे थे, तो क्या हो गया भाई? जय श्री राम, हम सब राम भगवान के वो है, आप भारत भूमि में हैं, तो जय श्री राम ही होगा ना भाई।
What is the problem in Jai Shri Ram? If Namaz is okay, why call it Islamophobia if fans are chanting Jai Shri Ram? Let's open this up. Dr. Anand Ranganathan stays on. Karan Verma joins us, author, political analyst. Dr. Sumansi Raman also on the panel. Professor Atikur Rahman is with us. Atikur Rahman साहब, ये जय श्री राम चांट्स जो हुए थे पाकिस्तान के मैच में, उसके बारे में क्या ख्याल है आपका?
No, Pranesh, I am completely, objecting to this religious bigotry, wearing the sleeve, on the sleeve the religious things, because cricket is a very, very different domain. And what if you are supporting this particular cause, then in Pakistan tomorrow, if India plays and Indian player, comes back to the pavilion and they say Allahu Akbar, you should not be objecting, but I will be objecting to it, because the motive behind saying Jai Shri Ram or Allahu Akbar should be very much clear. That is not an occasion.
ये आपने मैच इससे पहले देखा था इंडिया पाकिस्तान, ये आपका पहला मैच था ये?
What is he saying?
अतीकुर रहमान साहब, इससे पहले आपने इंडिया पाकिस्तान के मैचेस देखे हैं, या पहली बार देख रहे थे?
I rarely,
Pranesh.
no, I very rarely, I am not a cricket fan. I rarely.
That's okay, Mr. Rahman. We are not talking about cricket.
I am not interested in cricket.
नहीं तो हम वैसे स्पोर्ट्स जर्नलिस्ट बुला लेते. We are not discussing cricket. We are discussing hypocrisy, duplicity of an ecosystem.
But we are discussing a particular incident.
1 minute, Professor Saab, आपने बोला this is religious bigotry. Let me bring in Anand Ranganathan. He will tell you why this is not chanting Jai Shri Ram is not religious bigotry. Karan, I am coming to you after this.
Pranesh, I want to ask you, rather than a panelist, a simple question, because I know the panelists will go absolutely bonkers. So, if I were to say in front of you, your house, 5 times a day through a loudspeaker, that there is no God but Shiva, and no one has the right to be worshipped but Shiva, would you say, and if you were a Muslim, would you say that I am indulging in communal bigotry? Simple question.
He's got your point. Professor Atikur Rahman has got your point, Dr. Ranganath.
Exactly. So, Hindus are tired of this perpetual
But
guilt
that question
tripping
was to you,
and
Pranesh.
being at the receiving end of manufactured victimhood, Pranesh. Those outraging at Jai Shri Ram being chanted are silent when Pakistani players boast of performing namaz in front of a stadium full of Hindus to humiliate them. Enough commentators have said so already. And as for my good friend saying that, nobody is chanting slogans that affirm faith in Islam. Well, does he not see, maybe he's saying he's not a cricket fan, but every man of the match award or every time a commentator speaks to a captain, winning or losing captain, and if that captain is, has faith in Islam, the first sentence is always Bismillah Rahman Rahim, praise be to Almighty Allah. What is he talking about? I know he doesn't watch, cricket as he says, but at least get to
Pranesh,
know
may I
what his
answer?
fellow Muslims are saying.
May I
So,
come in, Pranesh?
and secondly, the actions of one boisterous fan have been extrapolated to 1 lakh people. They've been called bigots. Don't come to India. Don't go to cricket matches. By the same logic, why are the actions of Owaisi always seen in isolation? उसको आप जनरलाइज नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन किसी ने जोश में आके जय श्री राम कह दिया, उसमें आप कह रहे हैं कि सारे हिंदू कम्युनल बिगट हो गए. Enough of this guilt tripping. Fed up of it.
Karan Verma, religious bigotry, Islamophobia.
First of all, First of all, let me just answer Atikur Rahman, because unlike him, I do watch cricket, and let me bring it to his attention. In 1999, leave aside Pakistan, in 99, when Pakistan was touring India, they won the Chennai test, and there were Allahu Akbar chants all across the stadium. They chanted Allahu Akbar, they chanted Narai Takbir. So this is what they've done in India. Leave aside, will you be offended when that happens in Pakistan? They've done it on a cricket ground in India, just so you know, sir. And nobody made a hue and cry about it. Even though it was pretty much in your face, then also nobody made a hue and cry about it. And they have a problem, and they have the gall to object to Jai Shri Ram, which is a greeting. This is how we greet in India. Jai Shri Ram, Ram Ram, this is how we greet. What problem do you have in this? I mean, what tinted glasses are you wearing? But then the country whose state religion believes that Hindus should be condemned to hellfire, and they are the worst of all human beings, are touched by this. They are touched by Jai Shri Ram, and the ecosystem residing in this country is equally touched. They want to say Shahid Bhai, the same Shahid Afridi who says that he is a Hindu, Danish Kaneria, so he should sit aside. Even Shoaib Akhtar has admitted that. Waqar Younis goes on to say on record that the best thing that Rizwan did was he offered namaz in front of a stadium full of Hindus. Kufr toot gaya. This is the language that they use, and then they have the audacity to cry victim, and people like Atikur Rahman add to their chorus. This is the sad reality of our country. Where is our self-esteem? Why are we dying to welcome this Shahid Bhai and Shoaib Bhai when they openly talk even of Ghazwa-e Hind? Shoaib Akhtar is on record talking about Ghazwa-e Hind. And look at our self-esteem, where even our own people, they are ready to lap them up as Shahid Bhai and Shoaib Bhai, and ready to play Dil Dil Pakistan. Dil Dil Pakistan, my foot.
Dr. Raman, I remember seeing your tweet after the controversy, just after the match. Do you believe saying Jai Shri Ram is religious bigotry?
Yes.
Do you believe, sir, this is religious bigotry?
Look, at the end of the day, it is not about... No, 1 minute. It was not about just chanting Jai Shri Ram at random. It was directed when Rizwan was going back to the pavilion after having been dismissed, and it was virtually shouted very close to him. So this was the issue which was there. It was not about some people outside the stadium, for instance, chanting Jai Shri Ram.
Dr. Raman,
never have been,
even if somebody went and said it in his ear
at all.
Jai Shri Ram slogan does not kill people, sir.
1 minute. We can, one second. We are not talking about what Pakistan did, what Shoaib Akhtar did, or what some other cricketer said to somebody else and all that. This is not about that. At the end of the day, Well, whether we should have invited the Pakistan team at all is a different issue, because some people kept saying we should never play them, and then they
Sure.
called. Now anyway they are here, they are our guests. You don't call people to your house and then you don't necessarily act in a way that discomfits them. That's about all that there is to it.
No. There is more to it. I'll tell you why there is more to it. 1 minute. Dr. Raman, 1 minute.
Congress did
1 minute.
this.
Dr. Raman, just 1 minute. Dr.
Congress
Raman,
did
now
this,
you
we
were
will
on the
do that.
previous panel, sir. 1 minute.
Congress did this,
Sir,
we will do that.
But sir, please. Dr. Raman, you were on the previous panel. Rohit Agarwal, spokesperson
The same
of the
argument.
R&D. No, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. When I introduced him and when his turn came to speak, he said Jai Shri Ram. By the logic that Professor Atikur Rahman is extending.
He said Jai Shri Ram. He said Jai Shri Ram.
Oh
He
my
said-
God.
How
He
is
said
that
Jai
different?
Shri Ram. He did not say Jai Shri Ram.
It is the same.
Please
Mr.
play back the
Sumansi
tape.
Raman, just so you know,
Please
it is
play
the
back the
same.
tape.
No, so if these people
No,
chanted Jai Shri
Mr.
Ram,
Verma.
this
Mr.
was
Verma.
secular.
Mr.
Dr. Raman, come on.
Please go and
Please
find
don't
out the
display your
difference.
What is the
ignorance on
difference?
He said Jai Shri
What is the
Ram,
difference?
not Jai
What
Shri
is the
Ram.
difference, Dr.
There is
Raman?
no
What is the
difference.
difference?
No.
What is the difference?
Jai Shri Ram today
Oh my God.
is used by a specific group of people. Jai Shri Ram is used by the larger Hindu community. End of story.
Unbelievable. Pranesh.
I am
Pranesh, so if
short of
suicide
words.
bombers-
I don't know what to
Unbelievable,
say.
Suicide bombers use Allahu
is
Akbar.
unbelievable,
So we are
Pranesh.
not supposed to.
The
You don't know
audacity.
what to say. You don't need to say anything. But you guys, everyone here knows it. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Unbelievable.
Shri means Mata Lakshmi.
It's a fact. In
Sumansi
fact, it has
Raman,
been
please
debated.
enhance your knowledge.
It has been debated
Coming on
for
panels.
years, for the last
Karan,
several
let
years.
Dr. Ranganathan come in.
No,
Pranesh,
I'm sorry,
I'm
sir.
astonished.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
astonished
I'm
at
sorry.
this
It has
logic.
been-
Now, please, Dr. Raman,
Yeah,
you
you-
are not one to interrupt. I don't know why you are today is of all days. Please don't. Thank you. By the same logic, when he is denigrating Jai Shri Ram as something that is antagonistic to people. So if tomorrow, not tomorrow, but traditionally suicide bombers always shout Allahu Akbar, does that denigrate the chant Allahu Akbar? No. It reflects on the suicide bomber, does it not? Or is that what you will say? Would you say that Allahu Akbar chanting is antagonistic? Say it then.
Pranesh, may I come in?
Look, Dr. Ranganathan, let us not make an equivalence. All the time the objective
Okay.
is to drag.
So now
and make
the
it
A
into
false
the
equivalence is
Muslim
okay,
issue.
Dr.
Now
Raman, but let's not
equivalence
make
is
an
very
equivalence.
simple.
I am,
Suddenly
you
equivalence
know,
comes.
Is there a difference between Jai Shri Ram?
There is no, sir.
and
There is no
Jai
difference.
Shri Ram? There are. All you need to do is Google
There is
it.
no difference.
There are enough experts who have expounded
There is-
on what
Shri-
Jai. Okay.
Please
If
Google
BJP
it.
says there is
Oh
no
my
difference,
God.
there must be no difference.
no, where is
Please
the BJP
Google it,
here?
Mr.
Yes,
Dr.
please.
Ranganathan is not BJP.
Yes, please
Karan
Google
Verma is
it.
not
An
BJP.
apology
Who is the
after Googling.
BJP on the panel?
No, they are getting. Oh, okay. This is news to me. I'm sorry. This is news to me. Now, my point
so
is
now I'm
very simple. My point is very
Pranesh,
simple.
may I come in, please?
There is no need to call. There
Pranesh,
is
a
no
small
need to
point.
call a team from overseas and discomfit them just by saying they have done the same thing. It does not reflect on that team. It
But how
reflects
is
on who
Jai
we
Shri Ram
are.
religious
Why-
bigotry?
how
I
does one
can't.
laugh?
This could have been avoided.
We should change our language.
It is not about chanting Jai Shri Ram. It is
Now you
about,
tell me, Sumansi
it
Raman
is
had these
about
people. No, 1 minute. When
and
Rizwan
how
was
it was done.
walking back, 1 minute.
And anybody
1
who
minute.
sees the video will
Sumansi
know
Raman,
it.
1 minute. Sumansi Raman, Karan Verma. I want to ask you, if these people were, if they shouted Allahu Akbar when Rizwan was going back, this would have been okay, sir?
Right.
Pranesh,
Not just Allahu Akbar, he also dedicated his century to the people in Gaza. You know, he has been as political, as clear in his tone, and
30
Mr. Sumansi Raman
And
was least
Pranesh,
offended at that time.
Dr. Sumant
According
Raman,
to
who
Mr.
has-
Sumansi Raman, we should abandon
Dr.
all our
Sumant
culture,
Raman-
rituals,
One
language,
second,
everything.
I
Dr.
said,
Sumant Raman is
I said
practicing
Rizwan
I am not
should
an
not have
apologist
spoken
like you,
about
sir.
Pranesh, please
Gaza.
allow.
I am not an
I
apologist
said the
like you.
ICC
I am
should have
proud of
taken
my
action
culture.
against
And I will
him.
proudly say
I
Jai Shri
said
Ram.
the ICC
Whether you are
should have
offended
taken
or you are not
action
offended.
against Ibrahim Zadran.
Pranesh, please.
Political views have
Dr.
no
Sumant
place
Raman
on the
is
cricket
a
field.
practicing-
I said Rizwan.
Okay, 1 minute. One after another. 1 minute, 1 minute. Dr. Ranganathan has a message for you, Dr. Raman.
You can go and see
The
it.
two doctors squaring off here.
No, Dr. Sumant Raman, who I believe
ICC
is a...
should have acted against Rizwan. My tweet is there. Go and see it.
Dr. Sumant Raman, who I believe is a practicing Hindu, he should know that Shri is also a name for goddess Sita. Jai Shri Ram is exactly the same as Jai Shri Ram, Dr. Sumant Raman. It is embarrassing for me to tell you this.
No, he's in denial. We'll have to Google this after the show and maybe send him screenshots.
No, I'm not in denial. I'm not in denial. There is enough and more material to show that Jai Shri Ram was the traditional greeting that
Dr. Raman, come on, you are extending it too far. I'm sorry, but you know,
and the recent phenomena.
That material.
What is
No,
the
no,
recent
no, one
phenomena, sir?
second.
What is the recent phenomena?
1 second.
Only he
One
can author
second.
such material.
I can give you enough and more articles where experts who have studied the subject in more detail than both
I'll
all
tell
of
you,
the
sir, it is an
panelists and
article
me
of faith for
included
many
have
that will not
opined
change.
On this topic,
Jai Shri Ram is an article of faith for many that won't change.
no, it is.
No. Atikur
course it
Rahman
is.
can
Of
call it
course it
religious
is.
bigotry.
Of
You
course
can
it
say
is.
that
Of
why
course
was
it
this
is.
said to the
Nobody is
guest?
decrying
Changes
Jai
nothing.
Shri
Changes
Ram. Just
nothing.
saying that they are not the same.
It is the same. Dr. Raman, now please, it is the same. You
Nobody
can
is
Google, sir,
decrying it.
maybe not in the first 10 results. Go to the 5th page and then dig deep to find out. You'll get the difference there. That's all the time that we had. Dr. Raman, Dr. Ranganathan, Karan Verma, Professor Atikur Rahman. Thank you for joining us on India Upfront.